This could get very meta very quickly. So I'll probably backtrack from here. This probably doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but the beginning was quite simple. I had to box in an area in the room to hide some cables and trunking and all that kind of stuff that was impossible to hide with furniture. So the long and the short of it, I went to B&Q and bought some wood. I don't know how I ended up here now, but I was just trying to figure out a quick way of reducing the waste with the wood to do the most efficient cut on both planks to get the necessary pieces of wood. So this is where I'm at now. This was the thing I was building, which is this little box thing. So that's going to sit in the corner of the room and hide all the wires and Wi-Fi box and everything else tidily away. And if I just zoom over here, these are the parts. Here are the randomly selected pieces of wood, which I managed to get 2 out of 3 matching in dimensions, but the 4th I failed miserably because I wasn't really paying attention in the shop. And this is the hardboard. So these are the ingredients, and here are the... I don't know why I've spent so much time modelling all this, but it seemed like a good idea because I did try working it out on paper. So anyway, so that's what I did, and this is this is the resulting spreadsheets. So anyway, what does it do, or how does it work? So, well, this is wrong, but I'll start with my intended dimensions. So, for the... I've accidentally ran Photoshop. Right, close Photoshop. Where are we? Okay, yes. Plank estimator 3000. So, yes, back to the, where's the blender? Right, yes. So I need to figure out 4 uprights here, and then 8 sort of little bits between. So in reality, because I picked the wrong kind of plank for the 3rd piece, I've got some random, sort of slightly thinner, atrophied pieces going on in the back there, but no one will ever see it, so don't worry about it. No, where were we? Okay, so back to here. If I imagine my 2 lengths of wood, and I have 2 cut types of 2 lengths, one for the cross bracing, whatever you want to call it, and then these ones for the upright. So that's 550 mils, 368 mils. So I need 8 of the uprights, and I don't know, you also have 4 of the other ones. So if I just randomly start punching in numbers now, this is basically a simulation of cuts to that plank of wood of the specified lengths. Then that's represented in this chart. So that's failing because I've gone over. Where is it? So if we just change this back. So yeah, in this chart here with the stripes, that's showing the number of cuts made to the piece of wood and how much is remaining. So the red zone is I've gone over the length of the wood, so I can't get any more useful pieces out of that. And then anything in the green, if I haven't used it yet, is spare. So if I just juggle around, and there we go. So it's telling me I've run out of wood. So there's 2 representations here. So that should be coloured in, shouldn't it? I can't remember why I made this now. Oh yes, right. So I was trying to reduce waste. So in my imaginary, if I had actually done this and cut them with these dimensions, I would have had hardly any waste with a centimetre on one and 1.5 centimetres on the other, which would be fantastic. I didn't do that, and I actually ended up with, what did I do? Did I measure it? No, what am I talking about? Sorry. Yes. 19 centimetres spare on this one, and waste of 20 centimetres on this one. So that's what happened in reality, because this is me working out what to do with the spare stuff now, if there's anything useful I can do with it. Maybe some wall arts, I don't know. Anyway, yes. That's it pretty much. The calculations are fairly straightforward. All it does is looks at the number of types of cut A, finds its place in the index here and says, is my index less than or equal to the number of cuts of cut A, and then return the length of cut A. And then once I have satisfied the number of cuts for cut A, I will then check for cut B and return the length of cut B, like so. That works quite nicely, I think. So, well, anyway, so what I'll do is offer this for a download if you want to just look at it. The kind of, I think I've made it quite simple. So if you ever were trying to estimate, I don't know why you'd ever do this, but if you ever do find yourself in the future trying to calculate cuts on a piece of wood to find the most efficient way to cut it and minimize wastage, then this is just a really silly example of things you can do in Excel for no good reason.